Mic check 1 2. You know what it do, baby. Yes, sir. So welcome to episode 3 with my guy Tommy and me. Damn, that rhymes. He keeps calling me J. Cole, bro, for a reason. Because
Yo,
I'm
I
just
think
off the
I don't know
rip.
if it's that or it's just the crown. The crown.
I mean, I wear the crown, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Crown royal.
But this is episode 3. Tommy and I have been working pretty hard and getting everything together along with Boom. This is not a very easy thing to do, obviously. I mean, especially with the editing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely takes a lot more than I thought.
Yeah, I thought we would just be like some iMovie fucking chop some shit up.
Yeah.
It's definitely not
All
like
fucking
that.
production.
Yeah, we have 3 iPhones behind us.
Yeah, don't even let anybody tell you any differently. So yeah, we got a lot of feedback. I mean, you guys are obviously going to watch episode 2 before you get to see this, but we appreciate everybody's feedback. We appreciate everybody that subscribed so far. If you haven't subscribed, head over to the Instagram and hit that subscribe button. It's pretty fair for the price, along with a lot of perks. Once we get a few more subscribers, we're going to be giving away some tires, you know, I mean, some protection for your bike, some clutch levers. It will never be any merchandise as far as t-shirts or hats or anything like that. Like, we value you guys a lot more than that. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion.
Yeah. And make sure it's the stunt news up.
And also we didn't
Pizza's
set up
here.
the
It's the
the
stunt
live.
news. It's the stunt news Instagram.
So as far as subscriber wise, you guys are going to be getting a lot of perks. There's a phone number that you're able to call. If you're a subscriber on Instagram, you're going to be able to call in live with us and bring up some topics that you want to talk about, that you think need to be talked about, and so on and so forth. So if you are a subscriber on Instagram, feel free to whatever conversation you want to have, man. If you want to talk about why Groms don't count, if you want to talk about,
You just want to talk shit too.
yeah, if you want to talk shit, that's
Yeah.
perfectly fine. We
yeah.
encourage that. We want
Yeah.
y'all to sit there and state your opinion, because I mean, we really don't care about it. But
Your opinion's not really important,
Yeah,
but we
we'll
want to argue.
we'll argue about it. It's no big deal. Another thing too is, you know, big shout out to Boom. He's definitely been the guy behind the lens on this and the editing and putting together teasers and stuff for you. But you know, AI is going to be taking his job here pretty soon. But we'll keep him around for a little bit. And if you hear an echo or a voice anytime, that's Boom. We gave him a microphone. He just doesn't like to show his face for some reason. I don't know. It's a beautiful face.
It's too handsome for the world.
Too handsome. You know, you got to pay for that OnlyFans content from him. But so one thing that popped up on Stun News this week, there's a guy that had some charges against him that he was a chomo, a child molester. Did you see that?
I didn't even.
Oh yeah.
Wait, when
And
the
he,
fuck did
I
this
think he made a
happen?
video too trying to like explain.
I didn't even see the video, but like 20 people tagged me on Stun News saying that there was a chomo in the Harley scene, which doesn't really surprise me.
Oh, you know what? Yes. I think I did see something like, I did see something. Someone else posted it though. or some
Yeah,
shit
I
like
mean, a
that.
bunch of people
Yeah.
posted it. But what do you think that? How do you think people should go about? I don't know, say verifying people, like, because I mean, hundreds of new people come into the scene. You know what I'm saying? It takes one person to speak up and be like, "Yo, this guy touches kids," or "Yo, this guy's, you know, this, that, and the other." How is there even a venting process to even verify stuff like
So
that?
I'm almost 90% sure that a lot of that stuff is public record. After
Oh, it is 100%.
Yeah, like so, but unless it's like there's like sealed cases and shit like
Right,
that.
right.
I mean, listen, something like that, you should definitely do your homework beforehand.
Right.
Like, don't just be like, don't go off of one person's word and be like, oh, like he said this, so that's what it is. Like,
And I think the person that tagged it actually posted the paperwork along as well. But what I'm saying is, like, we meet Joe Schmo, and Joe Schmo comes out riding with us, this, that, and the other. Joe Schmo's got a company, this, that, and the other. He wants to sponsor you. Do you think that every person that you talk to or wants to sponsor you or work with you should be going through that kind of process to make sure that they're
absolutely. First off, you should know who you're around in general. Like,
right?
even if you're just riding, because you know what we do isn't the most legal.
Oh, of course.
You know, so you don't want to have these people around you, and God forbid something happens, and they, you know, what I'm saying, they point fingers or whatever the
Yeah,
case is.
yeah.
So you should not only should you know who's around you while you're riding, but if you're a company and you're looking to, you know,
A marketer or something.
yeah,
like that,
some type
face
of
of the company.
ambassador or however whatever you're looking to do, do your homework on them.
Right.
Like do extensive research, ask about them, see how long they've been in the game for. Like
Yeah.
just because they have a bunch of Instagram followers or, you know, you see how good they are, doesn't mean they're a good that they're good people.
Yeah, I know a bunch of riders that are good, like amazing riders, but they're just pieces of shit.
Yeah, wasn't there like some dude back in the day, and I remember it was at B Spot. He used to come. I think he used to have like a red and silver bike or some shit like that. He was pretty decent, and I remember when I came out to Cali, people were like, "Nah, fuck him. He's a piece of shit." Blah,
Oh
blah,
man, LA is a whole different game.
yeah, and they were like, they were just like, he's a fucking piece of shit, blah blah
Yeah.
blah, and I was like,
I mean, there's a lot of people. Everybody in LA, like I don't want to say everybody, but a lot of people in LA hate on each other, and it's one of the others. Like usually it's because of followers, or you're sponsored by this company, so I can't really fuck with you because I'm
Yeah,
sponsored
yeah,
by the
yeah,
opposite
yeah.
company. So like those politics out there are way different. I've never seen politics anywhere in any scene other than LA that's been like that. Like Denver has a lot of drama in their bike scene.
I've heard.
Denver has
I've been out
crazy
there, but I
drama.
haven't rode out there and like really seen the scene.
Yeah.
It's one of the cities I definitely do want to.
But one thing with Denver is like they'll all still come out and ride together. They'll all still stand at the meet spot, this, that, and the other. But yeah, they not throw hands or anything. But like as soon as they leave, oh, this shit was whack, da 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 da.
So and so was there,
Right,
blah.
you know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
like, dude, come on, just throw hands and get it over with. Get out of your feelings. But I mean, it's cool. Like Denver is definitely a dope scene. They have a lot of great riders out there, like Cricket, BK Stunts, like a bunch of dudes out there that are fucking monsters. I think what's his name, Motarded lives out there also.
Okay.
And then my boy Johnny 143, he does a teammate. He does a lot of like feeding the homeless and stuff.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah.
out there too. So shout out to the teammate. Another thing too is like the whole back to the topic as far as venting process with people that you're working for. Yeah, I mean, I think my 2 cents on it is I don't really know new friends like Drake said.
I mean, yes and no, because if you're a business, you want to expand. You want to
Right,
expand to
right.
everybody, so you do have to open your horizons.
Right.
But just do your research.
Yeah.
You can't just put
And it's-
somebody on
It's
because
free information.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and especially something as serious as that, like
Yeah.
as you just don't want that person around regardless. Like
Right.
that's, a lot of people do shit in life, but that's something that's like,
Yeah.
you
Don't
know,
do.
yeah, that's something that you should really be like, just I don't even want,
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say about
Yeah.
that. Like,
No, that's just something I want to spread out to the scene. As far as
Yeah.
y'all know, just do your background checks. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, cool. Maybe you're boys, homie, whatever the case. But everybody's got a history. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So just make sure they're not on that list. Type shit.
yeah, actually, and that so for people like sex offenders and stuff like that, I think it's like Watchdog.
I think it's Megan Law or
There's
something like that, right?
I think there's a few websites where you could actually
Go in and type. the
you could
name.
type in your address and see who's around you, and then it gives you their mugshots,
Yeah.
gives you all type of shit.
Or you could just do meet spots at schools.
Yeah, see who's not
who
allowed.
shows up, like, oh,
yeah,
I'll meet you guys at the gas station.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna stay out on
Yeah.
this ride.
I'll meet you guys 500 yards away.
Yeah.
But it's no laughing matter, just so everybody all know. Like it's not a laughing
Yeah,
matter.
this is
We're just-
probably one of those things that is not funny.
it's not, but we're
Yeah.
trying to make a
Yeah, light of the
Yeah,
situation,
light of the
but-
situation. But yeah, no, just do your research on POSs like that, and yeah, that's my 2 cents on that situation. Another thing we could talk about is how long has it been going? I want to say like the last 3 years. Raffles.
I think it's been going on a little bit longer, but and it's kind of started to die down. But
I
like
don't
the
see
prime of
dying
it, the prime
down.
of it was definitely like 3 years ago.
Bro, so like I remember somebody commented one time, it's like, yo, if you can't sell your bike for what you want for it, just don't sell it. And I was like, damn,
Yeah, I guess.
that's true. A lot of
Yeah.
people are doing raffles to try to maximize their profits. Like, I get it, $10 of 10,000 spots. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, this is a 1984 Honda Rebel, and like you're trying to get 30 grand for it. You know what I'm saying?
Or your stock Dyna or something.
Yeah,
Like,
But another thing too is I've seen multiple people get ripped off by these raffles, and sending money in, never getting a raffle drawn, or the raffle just disappears, stuff like that. What's your 2 cents on that, and how can people stop from getting ripped off?
I mean, listen, you're pretty much sending somebody money from Instagram, like,
Right.
or whatever platform you're using. Like, this isn't like like a casino
Right.
setting up a raffle. Like, it's just some dude with a motorcycle. So I mean, if you get ripped off, that's
It's on you.
It's kind of on you. That's the
Right.
chance you took when you were thinking you're gonna get a 2020 636 for $25.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, like there's not to take anything, but there's like Ancient Nick. He did a raffle for his
Yeah.
636. You know that went solid. Same thing. Low Life,
there's a lot of people that do raffles,
right? That are 100% legit.
Yeah, that they continuously do raffles. So obviously those are the ones that you probably would stick with.
Yeah.
You know, but Joe Schmo, who just was like, you know what?
Got 10 followers.
Yeah, or even if he did have a bunch of followers, doesn't mean he's not a piece
No,
of shit.
exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
he's gonna take your fucking money. But yeah, I mean that's kind of on you.
Yeah,
You
and I
know,
know Low Life, Hooligan Stunts. He does
Yeah.
a lot of raffles.
Like we know Hooligan personally. He's not the type of dude to
yeah,
actually.
you don't need your money.
Yeah, he's not even that. He's just not. Even if he did need the money, he's not the type of guy to try to
Right.
screw.
He's
anyone
actually got
over.
a heart and
Yeah.
soul in the game.
Yeah, so it's like,
Yeah. And like with Stun News, I get tagged in a lot of stuff as far as like people wanting me to share their raffles, and I do charge them. But you know, if I share a raffle, I 100% verify that it's real. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna bullshit all my following and the people that trusted me to tell them.
because it's
that.
your name on the line.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And if anybody watching this ever has any questions about, verifying a raffle, holler at me. I have no worries about hitting up the people and making sure it's 100% verified. And I will tell you if it is or not. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
but that's free. I won't charge you for that. But yeah, so as far as the raffles, yeah, 100%. Make sure that it's a verified person. It's a solid individual. And like I said, if you have any questions or topics you want to bring up as far as that, feel free to reach out to Killer Cam or Stunt News, whatever. I got your back. Don't even trip on it.
Yeah, definitely.
What'd you want to bring up?
I think we were talking earlier. I think a good topic for now is camera junkies.
Oh yeah,
You know, some camera junkies.
do it for the screenshots.
Yeah, do it for the screenshots. You know, the guys who will risk everybody's life just to get to the media truck.
Right.
You know, those or the guys that are like, oh, hey, can you take a video of me? Can you take a video of me? And like every time they ride or everything that they do.
I think that stuff's comedy. I mean, like I remember back in the day when I wanted to get the content when I was getting paid for it, as far as like the Instagram reels and stuff, like yeah, 100% get that, but nobody's really getting paid for content now.
I mean, even when we were all getting paid for it,
I still wouldn't do it.
I mean, how much were you really making off of it?
I was making good money.
Yeah, I only made a couple $100 maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, whatever. I ain't shit.
You know, I think my thing too is like when people after a big ride, people will spam the fucking. Hey, did you get a clip of me? Like,
I mean, I feel like I
one, it
definitely do
takes
that
time.
to you.
Well, you guys.
I will go. Yo, did you get that?
Yeah.
No, but two, it's just like
We're all guilty of it.
no, it
Yeah,
takes time.
100%.
Like people think I could just send it right off the bat. Like,
Oh,
You
yeah.
can. You can airdrop off your 7.
You just expose that,
You
and
just
like,
don't want to.
yeah, like Boom's like you.
Now Boom goes to mute.
motherfucker. Yeah.
Team goes quite real quick.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, I know you can airdrop it.
Real
no,
quick.
I just hate when people ask like, did you get that? Like, I didn't aim at you.
And that's
on
one thing
ride.
that's funny is like as soon as a ride ends or you're at a gas station or getting food, it's like, yo, you got those clips of me? Can you send them? Like,
Yeah.
no.
No, not right
I'm
now.
on the phone with my mom right now.
Yeah,
Like, I'm
yeah, like
not sending
that,
you.
or I'm trying to fill up. Like we're trying to
Yeah,
do
bro,
shit. Like
chill the fuck out. You know, another person that does that is Junior. He's like, yo, did you get that clip, bro? I'm like, you know what, fool? Here, I just throw my phone to him.
I might have.
I just throw my phone to him. Like, here, bro, you find it, you fucking airdrop it
Yeah.
to yourself. I don't want to hear shit from you. Leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, but I think so. But I think the biggest issue is the dudes with the media trucks
Yeah.
trying to like really push their way to the front and just like get in front of that
Are you
camera.
talking about like the ones that like have rights to the ride, or are you talking about random
No,
media
just-
trucks?
I mean, just random people. I
'Cause
mean,
there are trucks that go out and do the media, like let's say Chicago as just throwing a ride out there because they have a media truck, but they have like 5 different camera people in that
Yeah.
truck too.
Yeah.
And everybody's trying to get to the front of the pack to get those clips, which I mean it's usually just Tippin back and Brian 636. That's all. That's all.
well, but
Weren't you in the last lean back?
yeah,
Huh?
no, not the most recent, the one before that.
Oh,
you
I think
know.
I saw like 2 seconds of you.
I think that I made it into like pictures, but as far as anybody putting me in the video, I don't think they put me in. But I also really, again, I didn't really care.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't trying to make my way through. I was like, I ended up just being in the front, and I was like, all right, well, you're here, you got to do something.
Exactly.
And I always make sure like I have my room, everybody has their room. I know who's around me. There's people that literally just want to get to the front. I remember for ROC because
Yeah,
ROC's
oh my
a
God.
big. That's a big one.
Yeah.
And they were like one of the first ones to have like media trucks and like the nice cameras
Production
and
style.
yeah. And ever since ROC started, it's always everybody always wants to be in an ROC video, right?
I think the only person that's changed the narrative of the riding scene has been Brian with the 24-hour ride.
Yeah, that shit is different.
Yeah.
Definitely
I
different.
definitely want to hit. I never been there.
But as far as the media trucks with ROC, I remember there was one time where I was like some kid on like, mind you, it was when I don't know what part of St. Louis, like what road it is, but it kind of turns into like 2 lanes, right? And you have the media truck, and then everyone's like just
On it.
jammed in. Everyone's packed in, and it's to the point where it's like just riding normal
Right.
sucks, right? I remember looking back, and there's some dude on the FZ like, move, like, bro, relax. Like, what are you gonna do? You gonna do your little knee knock drop back to the camera? Like,
Exactly.
come on, man. Like, relax, dude. Like, everybody needs to just give some room. Like,
Yeah.
the chances are they're probably not gonna put that in the video.
Yeah, you're never gonna see it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, your little knee knocker on your FZ is not gonna make it in the video.
Unless you swerve and hit a guardrail or something. Like,
Yeah, unless you really fuck it up
Yeah,
and you want to be that guy.
that's the only clip that's gonna get posted. I
Yeah.
guarantee you. But it's funny because like a lot of clips from people that are in the truck, I mean, to me, generally look the same. Because it's the same angle.
It is, yeah.
Where it's different from like Boom or Rubani or Coolin that's actually moving around inside of the pack and not just in the front, getting into the middle, because there's a lot of work going in the middle too, because a lot of people aren't comfortable being in the front, and they're a little bit more comfortable in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, and it's just like, just give everybody some space. You have a better chance to get in the video and do cooler shit when you got room.
Right.
Like, stop being such a camera whore.
And I mean, it's the same thing with the people that are filming on their Androids, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get to the front of pack and getting footage. There's a lot of rides that I've been on where it's like, cool, you got the iPhone 15, bro, but like, I'm never going to see that video either.
Yeah,
You're pushing Boom out of the way to get your clip.
You know what I hate? I hate when dudes race to the front of their pack with their chick on the back.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
if you want to show the homies off so bad, let me know. I'll set some time up and introduce your girl to the homies. You know what I mean? Like,
your girl to the homies.
I hate that shit.
Yeah.
I'll get in trouble for saying this, but there are some guys that bring girls out with like yoga pants that are see-through. I'm like, yo, chill, dog. You need to chill out.
Yeah, how long do you know her? Because
I
she
just
might
met her
be
at
for
the
the
gas
streets.
station.
Yeah, she might be for the streets, homie. You showing everybody off?
It's ridiculous. I never understand why people do that kind of shit. But everybody's different. They got their own genre or fucking skills or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But yeah, back to the topic. I think that if you're out, riding with the boys, that's one thing. Getting some clips for the homies, shit like that.
Yeah.
But in big rides, like if there's $1,000+ cameras out there that are filming, stay the fuck out of the way.
Yeah, like your iPhone's really not gonna do the job. It's not like Boom's gonna be like, hey, let me get your iPhone footage for this video.
Right? Yeah,
like,
it needs. Yeah, unless it's B-roll. That's
some funny shit. But chances are nobody's recording for that.
Right, exactly. And another thing too is like there's a lot of people like even when we go to they do the pre-meets. It's like, yo, we got Boom out here filming, we got Coolin out here filming. If you see him, get out of the way. And then I'll be in front of the pack looking, and this fool's zooming by on his sidekick fucking phone, fucking trying to film everybody. Yeah, and I'm like, yo, move. And then they get mad at you for telling them to move.
Oh, yeah.
Like you just took their manhood from them or some shit.
Yeah, they don't want to be punked or something.
Right, like
whatever.
We're not punky. We're just trying to get some production value out of these rides to show off to, the person that hosted the ride.
Yeah. A lot of people don't understand, like, especially for the people that are recording,
Right?
Like, you're trying to pay attention to so much shit
and not drop that camera.
And drop the couple $1,000 camera in your hand. You're trying to get the shot. You're trying to ride your motorcycle, which some people can't even do that just in general.
Yeah.
So now we got fucking Joe Schmo on his Gixxer who wants to come flying past everybody or just be in the way. It's like,
yeah,
come on, bro.
And the Gixxers are the Mustangs of the community for sure.
Yeah, that is.
Another thing too is like a lot of the times these videographers get paid to go out there and shoot content,
Yeah.
and a lot of people don't know or think that, you know what I'm saying? Like I know a lot of guys that have gotten paid to go out, film just specifically for the ride or specifically after party or meet spots or whatever the case.
Then even the people that are hosting it are, you know, that's an expense for them.
Yeah, it's coming out of pocket
Yeah.
of them, to get more enlightenment to what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just be more wearyful of the people that actually have cameras and aren't just sitting filming with their phones. Now, this is not taken away from anybody that does sick edits on their iPhones or anything like that. But I mean, unless you were getting paid for the edit, I wouldn't really get in the way of it.
Yeah, like, if you're one of those people that just like to make the video, cool. If
Yeah,
you have like
awesome.
a GoPro, that's
Right.
fine. Just know your place.
Yeah, that's it. All right. So remember, like, I want to say, let's say 6 months ago, that kid that jumped in the back window of that lady's car.
Yeah.
And then he jumped out of the car and dropped his gun and then put it right in her face.
Yeah.
So I was reading up that his bail was set at $4 million and he pled guilty to like 2 accounts of assault and like 1 account of like dangerous weapon to commit a crime or something like that, which is pretty common in our scene because cars do get pretty pissed off when we're taking up the roads. And I mean, this goes all the way back to the Range Rover day, back like 6+ years ago.
That was longer.
Was it longer?
Yeah, dude.
We've
That was
been in
back
this
in
shit too long.
That was like fucking 2013.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I
bro.
remember. Yeah, that was like
Was that a stunt ride or?
Yeah.
that was. I know that there was like some legal shit with it. I don't know, but it is one of the homies.
Yeah.
His ride.
Is that when they started cracking down, or was?
I know because of that,
Yeah.
he had to deal with some bullshit, a whole lot of bullshit. So I don't know what was the outcome of that. So I don't really want to put him on blast like that. But
I mean, after that, I mean, there was a big lockdown out there. Like,
oh yeah, dude,
if you were out riding, you were getting fucked.
I remember somebody's bike got impounded because they were 100% legit, had everything, but they didn't have a license plate light.
And I think that was the aftermath too for Philly, the Philly situation. I remember everyone talking about it. Like after that guy got arrested, cops were cracking down on dirt bikes.
Yeah, I would imagine. I heard that guy's boss is the one that turned him into the cops.
Damn.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's
Hey, yeah, go ahead and come in.
this was
take your time though.
somebody sent me there. Like,
Please give him overtime for that.
they're like,
You
yo,
don't snitch his ass out.
they told me they're like, yo, yeah, homie's boss like turned us in because he recognized the shoes, and I guess that guy was riding his bike to work every day.
You got to be fucking up at work for your
Yo.
boss because he needs you.
Yeah.
You got to be fucking up at work.
You see a new guy walking in as you're getting
Yeah, he's
handcuffed
like, this
out,
motherfucker got the same shoes on.
Right. How'd you get caught? My fucking laces.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
He's like,
saying?
you pissed your boss off on point. That's gonna be me and some shit because I be pissing my boss all the time. You just looks at you like, I'm gonna turn this motherfucker in today.
That's probably
Is there
who
a
did turn
reward
you
for
in.
that?
He's in my truck is GPS track. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, damn.
But so his bail is set at like $4 million, which obviously nobody's got that kind of chump change.
Nah, you're staying in jail.
Yeah, he's gonna be staying in.
Yeah.
But he pled guilty to all those things, so I'm curious to see how much time he's gonna do because I know a lot of the court systems they like to make examples of situations like that.
Yeah,
Especially with
I want
the
to know
write-ups.
what the original charges were because if you're pleading guilty off the rip.
I can find it. I remembered it was like I remember seeing it was like attempted murder,
Yeah, so like
child endangerment, stuff like
Oh
that.
shit.
Yeah,
You
bro.
said he already got convicted of 2, or
Yeah,
pled guilty?
because he pled guilty, they obviously lowered the charges. But I remember one of the big ones was child endangerment because there's 2 kids in the back seat of that car.
Yeah. So I mean, dude, when you're out on these big rides and cars get aggressive with you, like listen, I get it. Sometimes we get pissed off and we all like to fight sometimes.
Right.
But dude, pick your battles because 1, you're on a bike. 2, everybody else is on bikes. So you might just be like, you know what, like fuck this person, and they could just very well just plow right through all of us, and
Take out the girl in the quad behind you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hit everybody.
Yeah.
So, I mean, granted, there are times where these cars really do put themselves in the situation, like in their predicaments,
Right.
Like the Range Rover, for instance.
Sure.
Yeah, you know what the fuck
We be having
for
tongue twisters
instance
on here, man.
All right, yeah, whatever, man. if you look at the actual video from before he started plowing through people, he was on an on-ramp waiting, and the bikes were passing, and then he decided to put himself into the crowd.
Okay.
Okay. So, you know, right from there, you're putting yourself in the middle.
Yeah, in the situation.
You know, you had your kid in the car. Like, why are you driving like that?
Right.
Why are you taking your family and putting it in the middle of this shit?
Right.
You know? And then there's times where people, you know, are just driving and we end up surrounding them.
Right.
Like, these people really do hate us.
Extra shit.
And then there's ones that just want to get out of the way.
Right.
And then you got these guys who are brake checking them and blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, you can't do that shit. Like,
Right.
we're on bikes. Just move over. Like, pay attention to who's behind you. Move over a little bit. Let them pass. Like, we all want to get home.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to get hit by a car.
Exactly. Whether you're in the car or on the bike, everybody wants to go home. Nobody wants
Yeah.
to deal with cops and ambulances and hospitals or jail. You know.
Yeah. And then, I mean, and then the whole, like, I don't know, would you carry while you're on a ride?
I don't carry, but that's another topic that a lot of people ask me, like, you know, carrying weapons with them when they're riding. As far as me, like, I didn't really see, because I mean, I'm from Cali, so it's really rare to see a motherfucker with a gun out there because of how the gun laws are. But when I came out here to Vegas, was like the first time I saw a dude with a pistol grip shotgun riding, like strapped to his back, like he was fucking Indiana Jones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that kind of, like, it didn't blow me away, but I was like, I mean, that's cool, but
It's excessive.
right,
Like-
like what do you need that for? But I get like people with handguns. So do you remember the ROC shooting? Do you remember that? The last year of ROC?
I wasn't there, but I remember hearing about.
So I'll put the link below for you guys watching on YouTube or the podcast. So I did an interview with the guy that was involved with that.
I remember that.
So I mean, basically the same situation. An old man was going through the street that everybody was riding on at ROC, and he was drunk, and this guy was on a Grom doing circles. I mean, it's a dope interview. I'm telling you guys, I have every angle of this. I have drone footage of this. I have the guy, shooting himself in the leg, like,
yeah, I remember that.
everything like that. Like, it's a good video. I'll put the link below, like I said. But so, dude's in a truck. He goes and he hits this dude on a Grom and had no idea and kept going. And then everybody's running towards the truck, jumping on top of the truck, smashing windows, slashing tires, this, that, and the other. And there's one dude with camo pants and a blue bandana with long hair or whatever. He opened the old man's truck door, took the keys out, and then everybody actually picked up the truck and moved it to the side of the road. And so it was like this dude was like 70 years old. You know what I'm saying? And there were people in there trying to punch him in the face. Like, bro, that's somebody's grandpa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is pretty low. I don't care what kind of rider you are. But long story short, like, this guy had his gun on him, and everybody's like, yo, give us the keys back so we can give it to the old man. And the guy pulled his gun out, and he starts waving it at everybody in the crowd, said, yo, come get the keys. And it's like, yo, like, is it that serious, dog?
Yeah, it's
You know what I mean? So as far as some people carrying weapons or feel the need to carry weapons, like, we're not going out to commit crimes, and it scares a lot of the Karens and Joe Schmoes out there when they see a pack of guys riding with strapped up, especially exposed hips, that aren't concealed. But I mean, you ever seen the video of the dude that had the pistol in his fanny pack and he fucking looped it and the fanny pack came up and saved his face?
Yes,
oh
I remember
my
that.
God.
I remember
like,
that.
That's a good reason to carry a gun.
I mean, yeah, I guess that was the
know?
one time. I mean, unless it fucking
Went off, yeah, 100%. Different story.
I don't know. Me personally, like, as far as like carrying while we're on rides, I don't think you really need to. Like,
Right.
I mean, at the end of the day, we're all out there to have fun.
Right.
You're just adding bullshit into it. Like, and if you do have a problem with someone and you can't throw hands,
Yeah.
then you're a punk anyways and you just stay home.
Right. And,
Like, if you're worried about being in a different place, like Chicago can get hood.
oh, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're worried about somebody taking your bike or some shit like that. I mean, you're still just adding more bullshit because now, let's say somebody tries to steal your bike, you end up shooting them and killing them. Now you got to deal with that bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, really, your
That's what I was
2001 FYI really ain't worth it, dude.
Right.
Like, you're gonna spend more money in court fees than anything else.
Right.
So I mean, either try to fight it out or just if somebody's trying to take your shit or whatever your reason is, like I don't think it's a good enough to reason to be carrying while you're
Right.
out.
And another thing too is like we're not in Brazil or Indonesia where guys are pulling up too deep on a scooter
Yeah,
to
just
steal
to
our
rob
shit.
your shit.
Yeah.
Like
And also like, when the road rage does hit because people do get mad and they see you have your gun on your hip, they might just pull out and start shooting on
yeah,
you.
especially if it's a carry state, this has happened to us in Vegas. A lot of people who are carrying have that they think they're
They got that mojo.
they just feel like they're like, oh, I got my gun. Like
Right.
how many times do we won't even like really be getting aggressive with people, and the first thing they do is pull their
Pull
gun,
their gun
out.
out,
It's like,
right.
"Oh, dude, really? Like who are you trying to show off
Yeah.
for?
And we're not trying to talk on anybody's amendment rights or none of that kind of shit. Like carry your guns,
This
do
has
your
no
thing.
political
Yeah,
like.
no, we
Listen,
don't do that.
I'm all for guns. Like
Yeah.
you want to protect your home, you want to protect yourself. That's cool. Like whatever.
Right.
But
We're just giving y'all worst case scenarios type shit where it's
yeah.
like you really, I mean, there's 30 of your boys with you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And then even if you are, man enough to pull that trigger on somebody, it's like you kind of just made everybody else accessory.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Or you don't know who's around you again.
right.
Like from the first, like somebody might be like, yo, I ain't taking the fall for this dude. And he's just you know what I'm saying? Now everybody's all
Yeah,
fucked. So it's like
exactly.
really like who are you carrying for?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're just adding bullshit into the mix.
A lot of people they think that they're being tested, and the
Yeah.
first thing like people want to do is pull guns out, which like I said, we're not against, you know what I'm saying? But there's time and place for it. And road rage really ain't the time and place. Throw some
Yeah,
hands
dude.
and jump back on your way.
Yeah, like if you want to look at them and say, hey, listen, you want to throw these hands real quick and go our separate ways after, fine.
Because I mean, what is like? I want to say like 2-3 weeks ago, I went for a ride and this guy cut me off, right? And I revved my motor, everything, and I sped up next to him, and then he waves his gun at me, and I told everybody else like, "Yo, just peel up ahead." So I stayed behind. I just kept following this truck. So I pulled up next to him at a red light, and he had his wife in his passenger seat and somebody else in the back seat, and he was like, "What's up?" I was like, "What's up? You scared to fight? Like, what's going on?" He was like,
Yeah.
"Why you following me?" I was like, "Dude, you cut me off." He was like, "I didn't cut you." I was like, "All right, cool. You didn't cut me off. I just picked a random car to fucking
Yeah.
follow."
I just wanted to
You know
fight
what I'm
you
saying?
today.
And then he showed me his badge, and he was a cop. I was like, "Oh, that's."
Sick.
I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, that's cool." I go, "So what? You're above the fucking law. You would have took me out. You would have kept driving, bro." I go,
Yeah.
"So just be more aware." I go, "I'm not here for fucking funk, homie." I go, "I just want you to wake the fuck up and know, be aware of your surroundings." He's
Yeah.
like, all right, man, my bad." I was like, "Cool."
Yeah, honestly, there's been a bunch of times where people have been aggressive and I've actually tried to pull it next. I'm like, yo, man, just chill.
Yeah.
Let me get everyone out of your way.
Right.
And
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And then it just that's it.
90% of the time, you're like, "Oh, cool."
Yeah,
Finally, someone with some
sometimes
brains.
people are assholes.
Right.
Yeah, I almost never try to
Somebody actually got slapped through a window, and then at the
Yeah.
light,
Yeah.
they got hands thrown on them also.
And that whole time you really did try to cool it off.
And
like,
I've really
let's
multiple
chill.
times I said, dude, just chill out. Just
And
chill
I
out.
think that's the way I like to go. Because I mean, if homies want to get down, that's a different story because we know each other.
Right.
I'll never do that with a stranger. I don't know what this guy could do or what he has. So
Right. Like I said,
yeah,
like
that situation you were talking about, I would have never.
I would have never knew that dude in the truck was a cop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then me rip him out of the truck, whoop his ass, then a badge falls out. Like, oh fuck.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Oh, shit.
I actually
Let's go, boys.
I've had it wasn't any bike related, but I've had two of my boys. They were Marines. They got into a bar fight, and it was cops.
Yeah.
And these two kids, I think it was like 5 cops. They whooped these cops' asses, whooped them. Sure enough, they got arrested.
Oh yeah, of course.
And it's like, yeah, they got
Yeah.
arrested. It's like, yo, and they're like, dude, like we were just defending ourselves, really,
Yeah.
you know. But that situation too, man. Like, you never know
Right.
who's who. So it's like, you gotta just kind of try to mediate the situation a little bit and be like, hey,
The
listen,
best way to go.
yeah, if you can, you can. If
'Cause,
not,
that
then it's like,
situation you were talking about when the dude got slapped, he was leaking. And a lot of dudes when they start leaking, they just spray this whole fucking
Bro.
pack.
Yo,
Well,
you want to hear a crazy
actually,
story?
well, I'm sorry to
Go
cut
ahead.
you off, but one of the OGs, John, Wheelie Boy, Paulie.
Mm.
That's how he died. He got shot, and it was like some shit that didn't even like. These two kids ended up getting into a fight in a parking lot, and they were like, whatever. Kid got beat up, so they were going to the marina, They were about to get on the jet skis. The kid came back because he got beat up.
Yeah.
Rage. So everybody started jumping in the water, and that's Paulie got shot.
That's what I'm saying. Like when we're in public situations, especially when it's just us, I try to turn it down as much as I can. It'd
Right.
be cool.
Man,
I
like,
mean, none of us are going out looking for fun.
Yeah,
You know
and
what
I
I'm
think
saying?
I think for the most part, the scene, I think we do a good job.
Our
with that.
scene, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes
We're-
because I've definitely have barked on a few people. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like, stop.
Yeah.
You know, like some people want to brake check people. It's mainly the guys on like stock bikes and shit
Yeah.
like that. Or, I
They're
mean,
trying to prove some shit because they
Yeah.
can't do wheelies.
yeah. So it's like it's like
You get that on film, send it to me.
yeah. I really showed that guy.
Yo, but I was told this one story, right? So this one car was speeding through a pack, like weaving through these guys doing wheelies, and he was going and he missed his light, and then he made a U-turn, and then he got stuck to make a left or a right turn. And so this guy went up to him trying to defuse the situation, like, yo, man, like, chill out, this, that, and the other. And the guy's like, nah, fuck you guys. Like, get the fuck out of the way. And so the guy who told me the story, he, like, I guess he looked back and just, like, started railing on the dude, like, in the driver's seat, right? And so the dude, this is a red light. The dude floored it through the red light, and a car coming just spun his ass around in a 360. He got hit.
I wonder who. I wonder.
I don't know who it was.
Yeah.
But so this guy did a 360, I guess, in the intersection, and then like was just stuck, airbags deployed, and everything.
Wait, in the car?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
guy, he went through a red light because he was trying to get away from this dude punching him and shit. And he fucking, as he went through the red
Some
light,
dude.
this other car hit him. Shut the fuck up.
What? See, in situations like that, I try to dip right after. I'm like, I don't think that guy's gonna accept that he just got
Well, dog, no, listen,
fucking
hold on.
embarrassed like that.
He had to accept it because his fucking car was
Can't
total.
go anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's go. This
Bro,
guy
so the
might
guy
not-
His car was disabled.
He goes in the intersection, gets hit in the back. There's a full 360, airbags, everything deployed, and the guy just holding onto his steering wheel, like looking around, like what the fuck just happened? You know what I'm saying?
Whoops.
And it's like, was it worth it, homie? Now you're
Yeah.
gonna be really late to where you were trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just
Yeah. Now you're not gonna get there.
You're not gonna get there at
yeah.
all. You know what I'm
So-
saying? But yeah, just be smart. I mean, as riders and as drivers, because there could be a situation where you don't have your bike and you see a group pack and you could be on the other end of the stick.
Yeah.
These folks could rip you out of your car on some stock bikes and high boosters and shit.
That's a fact.
I hate when I run into packs and they start giving me a hard time. I just want to roll my window
Swerve
down.
into 'em.
I ride too, man.
Guys,
I ride too.
These guys.
I didn't get the invite. Fuck these fools.
Oh, y'all don't want to invite me?
You know who runs the city, boy?
Oh,
What time
look-
was kickstands up?
Look
What the
who
fuck?
it is.
Look
Ah.
who it is,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But no, yeah. I mean, like I said, back to the topic, just be safe out there. If you're carrying a gun, be safe out there. If you're carrying a gun, be responsible.
Make
think,
good choices.
Think about the long-term effects of
Yeah.
it. Not even just for you, your family, the person in that car, their family, you don't know if kids are in the back of the car,
Yeah.
Like that's the worst thing that is that the media loves to pin.
Oh,
Like that
yeah.
kid right there, that jumped in the back window and there's two kids on both sides.
Sitting there like,
I mean, in car seats, covered in glass.
yeah,
know what
you
I'm
really look like a piece of shit.
saying? POS, 100%.
And especially when you're only seeing just that clip.
Yeah, that's
It's
it.
like it doesn't even matter what happened beforehand.
Not at all. Yeah.
They could have tried to kill anybody, but it's like when you see that clip, that's what they're.
And
That's what
I
people are
like.
gonna judge you
I
off of.
post on Stun News. I said, "Yo, I was told that this dude was pinned in or got hit between a car. Like, what does that even fucking matter?" I was like, "I didn't say it mattered.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
just
yeah.
kind of giving you guys a little
Trying
bit
to
of
throw out a
context.
little
Yeah.
backstory
Well,
here.
where's the video of that? I don't fucking know, motherfucker. That shit was 3,000
fast
miles
out.
away.
Yeah,
dog. Like,
I don't fucking
I
know.
don't fucking know none of that shit. You know,
Crazy like how fast like mob mentality happens in the comments. Everyone just starts attacking one
of
person.
course.
Oh, yeah.
But those are the best. That's the best way to get engagement on your posts. Like that's
Oh,
what
yeah.
that's what's definitely helps Stun News when post some controversial shit. These fools like, oh, you think that's cool? You validate like the whole sloppy situation. Remember
Oh,
that
my
shit?
God.
Oh my
Jeez.
god,
Dude, poor Slop. Shout out to Slop.
Shout out to Slop,
we
wild
know him
rider.
personally. He's actually a really humble kid.
bro. But it's so funny because Slop had nothing to do with
yeah,
this.
yeah. Poor-
Slop walked away from the whole
I
situation.
think it was
dog.
because because he looked at the camera and like kind of was just like
even then,
and
like
people were like, oh, how come you didn't help? Like
the fuck?
But
the
what
fuck
I
is supposed to
love,
do? Captain Save a Hoe,
I
like
loved reading everyone's. If I was there, I've seen you in person. You
Yeah,
wouldn't.
you
have
wasn't
done
gonna
shit.
do
You wouldn't
shit.
have done
You would
shit.
have been
Shut
the
up.
other one getting slapped in the video.
Yeah, you ain't doing
If
shit.
I was there, I would have saved the world.
But it's funny because like people are like, oh, you justify beating women, and then little motherfuckers want to sit there and say I beat women and this, that, and the other. It's like,
I
motherfucker,
don't
you
even
don't
want to.
fucking-
I was stressed, man. Tommy. Oh yeah, Tommy. I called you a few times during that
Yeah,
whole.
well, yeah, me and Boom had a very long conversation about that whole thing. And yeah, I mean, people, opinions are like assholes. Everybody
Everybody
has
got 'em
one.
and they all stink.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that's the sad thing about it is everybody wants to talk big shit like, oh, you hit women, like, dude, Sloppy didn't touch a motherfucker, and then
Sloppy didn't do nothing, and then you even had the kid on the.
Yeah, I had both of them on the
Yeah,
live.
yeah,
you know
where
what
they
I'm
can at
saying?
least speak their
And
piece.
like I said, like that video started like 2 minutes into where it was cut off. It's like, yo, what happened the first 200?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But
So
that's the context that everybody takes. They only take this shit at face value that they can see on the gram. Other than that, nothing else matters.
yep.
You know,
It's just like the media.
Yep,
Like they're
100%.
gonna play what they want to play and make it look how they want to make it look.
right?
And you just gotta
Not here, motherfuckers.
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
And it was
Not
funny
here.
too. A lot of people in the scene that were talking shit on Slop ended up at Broward.
Oh, of course.
Oh,
I
all
was
of them.
like, what
Yeah,
the
of
fuck?
course.
All of them. Yeah.
Oh, we got to
everybody.
cancel Broward. Ended up at Broward.
Yeah,
Okay.
of course, because that's just how these motherfuckers
Yeah.
are. They jump on any bandwagon that they fucking can.
They just want to be heard, but
So many fucking followers, not enough leaders out here. But
that's a fact.
it is what it is. It is what the fuck it is. Let me see if he wants to jump in. What up?
Look who I found in Florida. See, brother?
Oh, that dude's thick. That dude is thick.
Sit down, Steve made it back to the Florida.
Stand up, Steve, baby.
What up, bro?
What's good?
Huh?
Feeling working?
You out here?
Podcasting right now?
Yeah, pull up. Ride your forklift over here. Or your fucking drive your forklift out here.
Yeah,
Your golf cart.
golf cart.
Hey, is Tommy Block's coming out of retirement?
I'm.
Big podcast guy, big writer now?
Yeah. I'm really trying to show my age.
Are you allowed to come back to Florida or no?
I'll be there next month, baby. I'll see you at Bike Week.
I can't go to Bike Week. I got a real job now. I gotta work.
No.
That's whack as
So
fuck.
it's a switcherooski. Motherfuckers
Yeah.
get real jobs.
Yeah. So this is what I did. I retired for 20 years and traveled and rode, and now I have to work the rest of my life.
Sounds great, bro. Sounds great.
He on that Benjamin Button plan.
I gotta drive.
Go ahead. Yeah, drive your fucking golf cart.
Drive your
Hey,
forklift.
buddy.
Peace out.
Love you.
Later. Drive your fucking forklift.
He
Steve.
said he traveled and rode 20 years. Now he has to get a real job.
he worked the opposite.
He did it backwards.
while you're
All
young.
right.
You do it while you're young.
Yeah.
But yeah, so appreciate y'all tuning in for episode 3. We're working on getting these out a little sooner. I mean, have we figured out? I think we're gonna try and release every 3 weeks or 2 weeks because subscribers get it a week before anybody else gets to see it.
Yeah. You'll get it when you get it. How about that?
Well, we're trying to push.
No, yeah.
We're trying to push for like 2 to 3 weeks in between episodes. So just be patient with us if we miss a week or whatever.
Yeah,
the
bear
case
with
is.
us. We
Yeah.
are still in the
Still learning.
learning process.
Still learning. If you have topics or anything else that you think we should bring up in these podcasts, feel free to comment below or hit us up on Instagram. Either one of us or all 3 of us, whatever the case may be. Again, huge shout out to MV Legal, huge shout out to Boom, huge shout out to Scrape City and Cox Stump Parts. And
Subscribers that
there's
actually
all the
pay.
subscribers on Instagram. I think we're at 18 subscribers right now. We're waiting 2 more away, then we're sending them all Heatwave visuals. Appreciate y'all. And yeah, we're excited to finally have a way for people to call in and ask questions or debate with us on topics that they want to bring up. So that's another perk of being a subscriber. We give you a phone number, you're able to call in, and we'll go live with you on an episode and go hand to hand, toe to toe with you.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, appreciate y'all, and don't forget, like, subscribe, share, let me know your favorite topic, point, whatever the case. If you agree, disagree, hopefully you disagree so we can argue in the comments about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm saying. But yeah, please, any feedback you have, positive or negative, leave it below because we read every single comment and we take into consideration what you all say because we do this for the community. It's not for personal gain. This is 100% truth. This isn't fucking sit here and try to teach you how to wheelie or fucking none of that kind of shit. Like we're just giving you guys facts and game that we've gained over the 20 plus years of knowledge of being in this scene.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're pretty qualified for that right now, I guess,
Certified.
Yeah, exactly.
Another thing as well is we're going to have Mike Bradley on here. I want to say for like episode 5.
Okay.
He's coming out for his court case.
Yeah, so he'll be here. We're going to utilize that time.
Yeah, it's going to be a good, I know that one's going to be a good podcast. We reached out to a few people, but a few people feel that we're kind of too much of dicks. Controversial. That's a good word to use. That we're a little bit too controversial, so they don't want to, jump on here and, I don't know, the world's not rainbows and ice cream, so that's just what we're trying to spread the word about. But if you have somebody you think should be on the podcast that is 100% legit and not scared to, voice their opinion on this shit, let us know below and we'll reach out and see if we can get them on here. Cool. For shizzle. Well, like I said, like, subscribe, share. Shout out to Boom. Shout out to Tommy Blocks. And shout out to y'all for staying tuned and sharing this podcast. And much love and respect and stay blessed to all y'all.
Peace, love, and chain grease.
Yes, sir.